Good Thursday to you, everybody. Income 651. Welcome to week 3 again and your review of week 2. All right. My apologies for the delay in this video. Ooh, let's first get things right. What do we have here? Kansas City, Missouri, World War I Museum. Highly recommend it. Apologies for the delay. A couple of things. First of all, some technological glitches with Canvas. It seems like everything that could go wrong has gone wrong, and everything that could not work hasn't. I had some problems getting things posted yesterday on Wednesday, and then I wanted to post an assignment for you with some additional points for you that'll add on to your total points and get that done before I made this video. So let's talk about the work from week 2 and give you some guidance for week 3. That's the one we're in right now, and answer some questions that you had sent to me by way of email. Okay, so first things first. There are some of you, and I'll email you directly. Excuse me. That I don't have assignments for week 2. Now, one of you, I've heard back from you already, Nicole, telling me, I uploaded it. That's weird. You sent me a screenshot from Canvas that said, hey, I put this in. I believe you. I don't know what's going on. All right. And this is a new system. Regent does not own Canvas. Canvas is its own company. The university rents at a very high price space and server space and all that business from the Canvas people, whoever they are. It was the same with Blackboard. And so, they have a team at Regent assigned to it. So, but if you are having problems, call the IT help desk, and you'll get on the dialing numbers, which one you push to get help with Canvas, as we sort of hook this corner as a community and integrate this new system. So if I'll be sending, I think I've just got a couple more of you to send me emails to saying, hey, I don't have anything for week 2. If you send it, send me a screenshot that you send it, and then just send me, attach it as a PDF and send it to me, and I'll grade it and give you some feedback. And then I'll get in there and override the system and say, hey, give him a grade. Speaking of which, so for your bi-week, your bi-monthly, every 2 weeks reports for your semester project, from your team, you pick one person that submits the report on behalf of the whole team. Okay. Now, 6 of one, half a dozen of another. To me, you don't have to have submitted something in a slot for Canvas for me to give you a grade. So, each member of the team can take the copy of the same thing and then submit it, or one person can submit it, but make sure you include all of the team members' names on the document. Then I'll go into Canvas, and whatever grade is assigned to the report, everybody gets. I'll be grading those this weekend. All right. So, the other question that's come up in email is who is it that's supposed to be doing these reports? Well, everybody on the team. I want you all to have input into the document, because whatever the grade on the document is what everybody gets. So make sure everybody reads through it. Make sure it's been proofread carefully and rewritten. Make sure it says, all that it needs to say and following the directions. Because first of all, you don't want to dump all the work on one person. Yeah. And then secondly, you don't want to just say, oh, okay, well, whatever grade, this person's efforts get, that's okay with me. No, this is all of you working together. This is a group effort. Okay. So it's fine if it comes in from one person. Make sure the names of the team are on there. I will grade the document and then assign the same grade to everybody on the team. And I can do that just by going into Canvas. You don't have to have a document in there as a placeholder. Doesn't matter. Okay. Which brings me to another point. And credit to you, John. You know, I should have clarified my mistake. All right. So I will continue to have a discussion section for your weekly posts, but in addition, I will have an assignments link for your weekly posts, because for me to be able to comment on your weekly post, your weekly write-up, I have to be able to get into the document. And Canvas is unlike Blackboard. You know, some things about it that I'm starting to like, and some things about it I'm going, unlike Blackboard, I can't comment on it in the text of a discussion. Now I can build what's called a comment library that runs on the side of a discussion, but then I have to type like the first, 2 words or whatever of the sentence, so you know what the heck I'm talking about when I'm referencing what you've written that's posted only in a discussion. So yes, I will make sure that I post links both in the discussion. So, do what you do in whatever document you like to work in. You like to work in Word, work in Word. I work in Google Documents. I know Microsoft's still out there. I just don't use it anymore. I don't use their spreadsheets. I don't use their email. I don't use their documents, because I'm typically working all across the planet and with people on a variety of projects. And it's just easier to everybody sign into the same Google document, whether it's a spreadsheet or a slideshow or a Word document. All right. But I don't care. You work in whatever document, whatever format you like, whatever software you like. So you want to work in Word document. I don't know what Apple uses, because I don't use Apple. Macintosh, I guess. Other members of the household do, poor souls. says the folks that use nothing but PC and Android in this house. But anyway, work in whatever software you work in, and then copy that text, post it into the discussion so your classmates can have a look at it. And then I'm sorry for the additional steps, but make a PDF and then post it in the link that I put in the assignments. Okay, so John, thank you for pointing that out. He's like, oh, hey, how are we supposed to comment on each other's stuff when it's just in the assignments and we can't see that? Excellent point. I'm still getting used to this Canvas thing. And again, some stuff that I like, some stuff that's like, all right. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. And we're going to be okay. All right. Everybody's going to be all right. Okay, so speaking of things that we're going to do, having finished, reading through your week 2 submissions, and I'll go back and do your week 1. I'll do those also the remainder of this weekend. I think everybody has posted those in the assignment folder now, and so I have access to them as documents. And again, that was my bad. I apologize. I didn't realize that I couldn't get in to discussions to make comments and suggestions about the text. Okay, so I think everybody's in. I think the last time I checked last night, and so I'll start. Okay, but anyway, concerning week 2, okay, fear not. All right, if you look at the score that you received from me from week 2 and you're really not thrilled, I don't want you to be. What do I want you to be? I don't want you to be angry. I want you to be motivated. Okay. I am looking deeply and critically into not just what you write, but how you write it. Why am I doing that? Because that is the world of PR. So much about it, public relations and public relations statements, is about how you write what you write. I mean, I have worked in the capacity of a head of PR and communication in a lot of different roles and for a lot of different organizations and companies. And I've had some of them be so particular about how it is that I write press releases or newsletters. I wrote a history once for an organization, a Pan-African organization, and I've had some of them be so picky that they've held up press releases until things like bracketing commas were changed to parentheses. Now, within the the realm of good syntax, bracketing commas, something something comma something something comma, is preferable to a parenthetical note. Hey, man, not my organization. When I mean, that's one example that stands out in my mind about how picky this business can be. And I have to encourage you by telling you there is really good money to be made in the PR business. Really good money, like high six figures, good money. And I know because I've made it. And I'm not doing that to bang on my drum, or my trash can lid. I'm telling you that the opportunity to move up into and the work isn't any harder when you're making 60,000 a year as compared to when you're making 150. Now, in terms of your time and your schedule and the demands, that goes up. That's certainly true. But in terms of what you're doing, no. But you have got to pay very close attention to your writing. So when you write week 3, I want you to go back and reread and rewrite and be very careful about how you write. All right. I want you to watch out for incomplete sentences, run on, sentence fragments, run on sentences, repetitious terms and words that really don't need to be there. Simple and, really unnecessary grammatical errors. And I'm not hating on anybody. One of these days I should put together a list of my greatest or worst writing hits. And I have had some catastrophic mistakes as a writer. I mean, just laugh out loud, fall out of my chair when I think of some of the stuff I've cranked out. And then actually I had the gall to turn in. And the people that were reviewing my writing were like, yeah, no. Okay, both as an academic and out in the professional world. So this is the process. Writing is rewriting, but I need you to pay more attention to your writing. So as an exercise in doing that, I'm going to give you the opportunity for 10 extra points, because you may be looking at your scores from week 2 and going, yeah, wow, that's kind of low, man. All right, so I'm going to give you an opportunity to, if you just do it, I'll give you the 10 points, and that'll turn that frown upside down that you might have. I'm not saying that you might have when you look at your score for week 2. And here's the exercise. If you go into the discussions section. See, I'm still learning this Canvas lingo. Okay. And you're going to see a discussion post that says an exercise in writing is rewriting. Read and rewrite week 2 discussion, that is target audiences and how to reach them, controlled and uncontrolled media. When you click on it, all right, you're going to get some instructions. Notably, I've attached a PDF to this discussion. I want you to, I think when you click on it now in discussion in Canvas, it's going to download it to your system. All right. And in this PDF, here's what you're going to find. You're going to find 6 sentences taken at random. I'm not picking on anybody, from everyone's discussion, everyone's submission from week 2. Okay. From the target audience and how to reach them. Okay. 6 of them. And what I want you to do is I want you to select 3 and I want you to rewrite them. Now, if you see your own stuff in there, again, we're not picking on anybody. Okay. If you see your own stuff and you want to select your own stuff, great. If you see your own stuff and you go, I don't want to do that, and you want to look at somebody else's stuff, great. You select 3 of the 6. I want you to rewrite them. Okay. And I want you to rewrite them in particular. First of all, I want you to rewrite the sentence, all of it, in the active voice. And if you don't know what it is, in the PDF, I've included a link to the Purdue OWL Writing Center that explains the difference between active and passive voice. Especially in PR, it's important to know the difference. Now, there are times at which the passive voice is the preferable choice, especially when you have to soft pedal, present something very, very gently, something that is very difficult. You don't want to be too in the face of the reader. Okay. So I'm not saying, passive farewell, never use it again, but you need to know the difference. I mean, you need to know what a rule is before you can start breaking it. Okay. So I want you to write everything in the active voice. I want you to correct any grammatical or structural issues. And what I mean by structural, or, is it incomplete or run-on sentence? I want you to simplify each sentence by eliminating as many words as possible while still, and this is the important bit, retaining the meaning and the impact of the sentence. We do not want something that sounds like, 1990 something first generation AI, or it's pleased to meet you. All right, this has got to still sound fluid and human. But look at those 6 sentences. And again, I'm not picking on anybody and selecting those particular sentences. I just hop through. I mean, I didn't quite print the stuff out and then just throw them up in the air and pick the 6 that landed closest to my desk. But I just picked them at random. I just sort of clicked through. Okay. And correct the sentences. And they all need work. All of them. All right. And then for week 3, right, before you post it, and you know what? We could even extend the deadline out to Monday if you need a little extra time. In fact, okay, yeah, done. I will go in to Canvas as soon as I finish with this video and extend the deadline to Monday instead of Sunday night for week 3, because I want you to reread and rewrite what you do. All right. So when you do that, and then when you post it, folks, you got to be good to one another. And what I mean by being good to one another is you've got to be of help, of use. All right. I'm reading through your comments on your classmates stuff from back in week 1. And, I mean, you're being plenty complimentary, but I'm not seeing, I should say I'm not. I'm seeing very little in the way of discussion about what's covered, and then even more importantly, how the writing it's being covered. I mean, you cannot learn to be a master chef and cook the most beautiful dishes in the world, and then serve them up to somebody on a dirty paper plate and expect that the full impact of your work is going to be felt by them. It's just not going to happen. You can learn all there is to know about PR and what, uncontrolled and controlled media is, and a key audience and all of this stuff and blah, blah, blah. But if you can't write it up in a way that's the plate upon which the issue, the idea, the message is being served. And so you've got to work on to continue with the cooking analogy. Why cooking? I don't know. Maybe I haven't had lunch yet. You have got to learn how to plate. Okay. And be a help to one another. I mean, this is a great exercise in communication. Figure out how, when you're reading somebody else's work, to say, like this opening sentence, and if it's good, it's good. So, this opening sentence was like, pow, man, it hit me in the face, and I wanted to keep reading. Or this opening sentence, I was like, I'm really not following where this is going. Or, maybe it could be stronger if it was do. Okay. Now I will say that across the board for everybody in the class, you're slugging away at it. I appreciate that. And these 8-week courses, they're fast. I get it. Okay. So it's not all gloom and doom. No. Kudos to the work you're putting in. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. But the reason I'm here is to help you develop as professionals. And as someone with a lot of experience in the marketplace and a lot of different markets and a lot of different places, in moving your writing skills up to the next notch and the next notch, those are the keys, ching-a-ling-a-ling, that you're going to want, and that will open the door to opportunity for you. Okay, I guarantee you. Okay, so I will change the date as soon as I finish with this video for week 3 submission. We'll extend it to Monday. I will make sure that there is a discussion post so you can give each other useful feedback for week 3, and an assignment post so you set up in PDF and I can read what you do. Take a look over in the discussions. See, it's not discussion now on Canvas, it's discussions. In the discussions section, all right, for that assignment, and it is an assignment. I want everybody to do it. I'm going to give you the 10 points just for doing it. Okay. And that'll, fill in for anything that you felt like maybe you missed for week 2, and have a great rest of the week. All right. Have a wonderful weekend. I think about you. I pray about you. If there's anything that I give you by way of feedback, or anything by way that you read, or this course is going, that leaves you scratching your head, or you just want to kick around, I am in my office Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. It's on the syllabus. I'm there for 2 hours. Text me, say, hey, are you available? Because I may be on a call with somebody else. Call me up. I will give you all the time that you need. Okay. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for all of your hard work. Take care and God bless. Bye-bye.